right? This is back 365. So myself Sujit. So today we are going to learn the new concept called your dictionary built-in method that are available. Guys, if you have any doubt till the session, you can directly contact to Trirect. Okay. So now what is dictionary built-in data type that are available? Now we are going to see now. Okay. So dictionary. So the first big guys, make sure that whenever you are going to create any built-in method in dictionary, we know that this is a immutable data type. Sorry, mutable data type means we can add the value after its creation. So here also we can add after its creation. So there are method will be having to add the element into a existing dictionary. Okay, guys, but we know that dictionary will be in the form of our key value pair. Means whenever we are going to add that particular things, we need to make sure that we are adding every time in the form of our key value pair only. So the first method of to adding the element into a dictionary will be update method. So what is this update method? This method is used to add multiple key value pair to a dictionary. This method is used to add multiple key value pair to dictionary. Okay, so update method take one argument means if you see the syntax also, the syntax for this one will be variable name dot update. Okay, the update method will take one mandatory argument that will be collection data type means you cannot pass any single value data type. So every time this update method will takes one mandatory argument, one argument, which means that particular means the which argument should be a iterable or collection data type. Okay, and whenever you are going to add that particular things, make sure that for each iteration every element in the iterable should be 2. Okay, means you cannot pass only one value, you need to pass 2 means the length. Okay, and length of the iterable will be 2, otherwise it will be throwing an error. Okay, means whenever you are going to add any collection data type inside this argument, you need to pass at least 2 value. Okay, and for the return type will be return type is none. If you are going to print that particular expression, every time it will be gives you none. So guys, how to create a empty dictionary by the help of this one? Okay, means the curly braces. Now, how it going to start means if you are taking means I now my requirement will be adding key value pair to this. So I'm taking this update method. So here if you are directly pass 420, so it will throwing an error because it will be taking one mandatory argument, but you are passing a single value data type. That's why it will telling that the single value data type will be integer. So it will be tells that type error because int will not be a iterable. That's why it will throwing an error. Then guys, now the second one will be you need to pass a collection data type. Now I am passing a collection data type. Inside that, you need to pass the collection data type in the form of 2 length. If you are passing only one value, guys, just see. Now if I'm going to pass this one, it will also telling me that it will throwing an error, but it will be a iterable because list is a iterable. But inside the list, we are passing only one value, means key value error. Dictionary update sequence element 0 has length 1. Means whatever you pass in the index position 0, that length will be 1, but we require 2. Now if you are here adding AB, now if you are going to run this one, it will be not throwing an error. Now if are going to print the dictionary, now it will be throwing in the form of key value pair, means key will be A and B will be my value. Guys, just see, because key will be only taking the single value data type and the immutable, means if you are giving here a mutable data type, it will also not possible. Okay guys, so then the next one will be the example. Okay, now guys, if here I am passing a tuple, inside this tuple I'll pass a list called 4 and 3. We know that it will be taking one mandatory argument, that will be a iterable, and this iterable I am taking a list. Also the length of this will be true. Now if I'm going to run this one, what is my output guys? Just see, cannot convert dictionary update sequence, because this will be having zero element, because if you see it will be taking only zero element, means the length of that particular thing. So make sure that whenever you are going to add this particular thing, each and every element should be 2. So in this case, you can like that if you are want to add that particular thing. So now here, if you are going to pass that, you need to pass like this 3 comma 4. Okay, and you need to pass 23 and 33. Okay, now if I'm going to run this one, it will be give me the output, because here it will be passing only one value. Okay, 3 and 4, and for this one will be 22 and 33. Okay, this is how we can pass. The next example will be guys d dot update. Okay, now here I'm passing a the my iterable will be the dictionary. Okay, here I am passing first value will be a string 44. Okay, now I am passing, okay, because in the form of our column key value pair, here I am passing a list comma 2 comma 6, because the key must be a single value data type or immutable, and the value will be any type. Now guys, if I'm going to add this one, it will also add it, because here it will be accepting that particular string and the value in the form of your list only. Okay, this is how you can pass that particular thing guys. But if you are passing in the form of our set, okay, in this set we are taking 44, and I'll take in the different example. Okay, so I'll copy that particular thing. Now I just see, now before I am taking as by key value pair, now if I am taking in the form of our set, then it will be throwing me an error. Why it will be throwing me an error? Because our set will not accepting this list. Make sure that you don't need to forget whatever the concept we are already covered. Okay, make sure that you need to recall that particular thing. So inside this set, the mutable data are not available. That's why it will throwing some error. So this is the one method by the help of we can add element into our dictionary. Okay. So the next one will be how to remove. The method of this remove, the pop method. Okay, because we know that if you are using this pop method in our set, it will be deleting the element in a random way. So how the pop method will going to work in our dictionary, we are going to see now. So this method is used to remove single key value pair from a dictionary. Only single value it will going to remove. Okay. So this method is used to remove a single value pair from a dictionary. Okay. Then the next point will be pop method take one argument. So we take only one argument. Okay, and that particular argument should be that key. Okay, if you are passing that value, it will be not possible. Every time you need to give the argument as the key only. Okay, if the key is not available, means whatever the key you want to delete, if it will be not available, then pop method returns the value, otherwise the key error. Okay, if the key will not available in the dictionary, it will gives an error. Okay, and for the return type of will be that particular remote value, or we can say that the remove value also. Okay, and for this syntax will be variable name dot pop. Here you need to pass the key as my argument. Okay, now how it going to work, we are going to see now. So I am taking here, I am taking some value called king. Okay, king will be a male. Okay, and queen female. Okay, I'm taking that particular thing and I need to comment all the expression. Now, if I'm going to remove that, means my requirement will be I want to remove this male. You cannot directly pass this male. Now, if you are passing d dot pop, okay, here if you are passing the male, okay, what is my output, guys? Just see. It will be taking one mandatory argument. But if you see key error, means there will be no key will be there in the form of our male. If here you are passing king, then in that case it will be removing that particular male, because it will be removing in the form of our key value here. Okay. Make sure that whatever the key will be available, you need to pass only that. If you are not passing any argument now, if you are not passing any argument, then it will be telling you that pop method will take at least one argument, okay? But you are giving zero argument. That's why it will throwing an error to this built-in method. Okay, guys. Then the next method will be clear method. Okay. What is the use of this clear method? It is also used to delete a element from an key from a dictionary in the form of our key value pair. Okay. This method is used to remove the key value pair from a dictionary. Okay, and the return type will be none. Then what is the difference will be, guys? Means whatever the means in the pop, it will be deleting only one. If you are using this clear, it will be removing all whatever the available in that particular thing, it will be deleting. So I need to comment this out. Okay, so I need to uncomment this thing. Now, if I'm going to run, it will be printing me all each and every key value pair. Now, if I'm going to use this variable name, my variable name will be D and clear method. If I'm using, it will be deleting each and every key value pair that are available in our dictionary. Guys, just see, it will be give me a empty dictionary. Okay. So this is the use case of our clear method. Okay, so I need to pass this syntax also. So the variable name dot clear. Okay, just like in your set, it will be same. It will use to delete all the element from this set, and here also it will be delete all the key value pair from a dictionary. Then the next one will be pop item. What is the use of this built-in method? Pop item. This method is used to remove last key value pair. Means if you see here, if I'm running this one, it will be give me 5 to 6 key value pair. Now, if I'm going to delete this one, then in that case, I need to use this pop item. Okay. This method is used to remove the last key value pair from an dictionary. Okay, the return type will be key value pair in the form of tuple, guys. Okay, make sure that return type of pop item will be key value in the form of table only. Okay, means you don't think that it will be directly that showing that particular key and value. It will be in the form of our table only. And for this syntax, we'll simple variable name. Okay, variable name dot pop item. Okay, pop item. Here you don't need to pass any argument. If you are passing any argument, what is the output also we are going to see now. Okay, so I am using my variable name will be D and my method name will be pop item. Okay, now if I'm giving a argument called my key name. Okay, so because we know that it will be not taking any argument. Now if I'm trying to give that particular key, then it will be throwing that your dictionary pop item will not take any argument, but you are giving one argument. That's why it will throwing an error. Make sure that you don't need to pass any argument. Okay, guys. Now, if I'm removing that particular argument, now I'm trying to run this one. So in that case, it will be deleting that particular thing. Now, if you are going to check that also before this one and after this one, it will be showing that before it will be showing me 44 key and my list of 2,6, but after I am using this pop item it will be deleting that particular things. Okay, guys, so these are the different method that will be useful for to deleting a deleting a key value pair from our dictionary. So that's all for this session. Okay, whatever the remaining built-in method we are going to see in our upcoming session. Okay, thanks for watching. Try right.